Alright, so it is done. So we're going to click finish. And now we're ready to flash. So the nullifier, that's one way to wipe everything. But like I said, you can always just go to wipe cat or format, factory reset, wipe cache, and then in advanced, you're going to wipe Dalvik cache, and then we're going to be in the same situation. So if your phone doesn't have the nullifier, just follow those steps. Next, we want to flash the ROM itself. So we're going to choose zip from SD card, which is the top one. And now we're going to choose that ROM. So where's my Hellfire? I think it's the 2.4. But just to make sure, let's go back on the... Yep, it's a 2.4. So let's go ahead and flash that one. And then, yes, I'm sure. And sometimes, hold on to your device. It's about to get crazy. So, developers usually do some stuff like that. It says Hellfire right there. We want to let that finish. This ROM, it's only 100 and something megabytes, so it's not that big. It won't take that long to flash. For ROMs like ice cream sandwich ROMs, it's going to be a lot bigger and it's going to take a lot longer to flash. Also, if you're flashing a Sense ROM on HTC devices, it takes longer. So now that we flashed the ROM, we want to choose zip from SD card again, and now we want to flash those gaps. And if we look on our computer, it's the signed gaps. Okay, so we got... I guess those are all the same, so I'm going to do those. Yes, flash those. So what gaps are is it's Google apps. It's like the Play Store, Gmail, all that good stuff. So you definitely need those. And now that that's done, we're going to go back. And just to be safe, we're going to wipe cache again. This is what I do just to make sure everything is fresh. And then we're going to go to advanced and we're going to wipe Dalvik cache. Okay. And one last thing, while you're in advanced, you want to fix permissions. Alright, so we're going to go back and we're going to reboot the system. Okay. So depending on what ROM you get, you may get a fancy boot animation. Hellfire usually does not disappoint. There it goes. Hellfire ROMs. And it looks like he gave some props to some testers. Hellfire usually has very animated things. For this ROM, looks like they stayed pretty plain. But what you want to do is, oh, there it goes. We got a nice fancy boot animation. The first time you boot, once you flash ROM, it might take longer, so you definitely want to give it time to boot and completely load. So once your phone, don't touch your phone while it's doing this, and then once it boots completely, don't touch it for 5 minutes. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let it boot up, and then we're not gonna touch it for 5 minutes. Okay, so as you can see, our ROM, it booted. You can see a few differences right now. The clock is different, the battery percentage is different. But like I said, don't touch the phone for 5 minutes. So it's telling you to touch, resist the temptation. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. I'm not going to mess with the ROM yet. I'm going to go ahead and reboot the phone. So, ooh, new feature. So we got screenshot, reboot, or power off. We're going to reboot. And now I have regular reboot or recovery. Now if you want to if you press recovery, it's going to go into that custom recovery where we have to do that the 2-button combination. So with this ROM, you don't have to do that. You can just choose that. But right now I'm just going to do regular reboot. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And you see that white line up top? That's actually the battery indicator. So another cool feature of this ROM. So we're gonna let the phone reboot, and then we'll be right back once it reboots.
In the passenger
All right.
seat?
So the ROM's back. Let's see how it works. See if I can skip all this. I'm gonna go ahead and skip. I'll leave that as is. And here we go. This is the ROM itself. Let's see what we got here. So, ROM looks pretty cool. One more step that they talk about here is enabling the V6 supercharger. And it says go into terminal emulator, type in SU, enter, and then this is asking us, do we want to give the phone super user permissions? And yes, we do. So now we got super user, and then I want to type in, where's my keyboard? Toggle soft keyboard. Alright, so do V6. Alright, so another thing I've never done before. This looks pretty cool. What this is, it's a V6 supercharger. Pretty funny, but that's what it is. It's supposed to make your I was about to say car faster, but it makes your phone faster. It's another cool thing this developer offers, and this is also something that may work on other ROMs. So we're gonna let that finish. Alright, so it's complete. Press the enter key. So let me press the enter key. He's calling me a rookie. Press the enter key and come get some. Oh, so a lot of stuff working. Please enter options. What the heck? Please select scrolling speed. 1 through 3. Alright, so I'm gonna get off camera. I'm gonna do this real quick. Okay, so this is giving me a lot of different options, like which supercharger I want to run. Do I want to zip align everything? So pretty cool. Never used it before, but I see a lot of potential. And after this, just use your phone. That's it. So this is just an extra step that you would go through if your ROM does have it available. If not, you're done. Use your phone. Have a lot of fun. If you don't like the ROM, just try a different one. Follow the same steps. So, hope you guys enjoyed.